Thanks for joining us as author Dwayne Anderson presents the diagram, Am I Growing in My Spiritual Maturity? The link for the diagram can be found in the description box below. Join us now as Dwayne teaches through this material.
Then it talks about the spiritual young man. And it also says, going back to 1 John 2, 12 through 14, we see this is what it says about the spiritual young men. In verse 13, I write to you, young men, because you have overcome the wicked one. And then it says in verse 14, I have written to you, young men, because you are strong, and the word of God abides in you, and you have overcome the wicked one. So now we see the young man, he's strong in his faith, and we see that he's become a strong Christian. And we see not only that, we see that has the Word of God abiding in him. Now, basically, that tells you one thing about him. The way to have the Word of God abiding in us is by memorizing His Word. Thy Word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against Thee, in Psalm 119:11. And so as we memorize the Word, and as we are growing in the Word, we have understanding, not only knowledge, but understanding. And now, as we become obedient to the Word, we see that changes our lives, because it says, and you have overcome the wicked one. That's why Romans 12:1 and 2 tells us, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And so we see that our mind is being transformed. We're becoming more like Christ. And that's moving towards spiritual maturity. And a spiritual young man is able to evangelize, he's able to do follow-up, he's able to teach, and now he's able to equip others. And so as a result, he's able to lead a stable group and help it to mature.
You have been watching Dwayne Anderson review the diagram, Am I Growing in My Spiritual Maturity?